Buenas, Luca. Luis Cobo para OK Diario. En la selección española se ha hablado, tus compañeros del Real Madrid han dicho que saben cómo pararte.
Real
Saben
Madrid
cómo sacarte del partido.
teammates have
¿Tú
said
crees
they
que la
know
selección
how
española
to
sabe
stop
cómo sacar a
you
Luka Modric
recently.
del
Do
partido?
you think that's true? Do you think they know how to stop you?
Čudno pitanje, ne znam, to trebate pitati njih da vam objasne bolje kako to misle napraviti, na koji način.
You have to ask them. You have to ask them. I don't know which way they want to do this. I don't know what to say more to this topic, but you'll have to ask them.
¿Qué tal, Luca? Muy buenas, Fernando Burgos, de Onda Cero. Te quería preguntar en castellano, si me puedes responder en castellano, te lo agradezco.
Pero me piden ser en croata.
I'm going to ask in Spanish, and if you can ask in Spanish, that would be great. We have to answer in Croat. Sorry. It's the fourth Euros with games against Spain. What do you make of them compared with the three previous teams you've faced? Do you think they're stronger? Do you fear them less?
Pa iskreno ne volim baš uspoređivati generacije.
I don't like to compare different generation of players, to tell the truth. Those three that won the Euro 2 times and the World Championship, it was a really special generation of players and one of the best in the history of football, or in the history of Spain, sorry. So it's very difficult to compare them, but this new generation is also very good. It's full of talents, young talents, and they have a good mix of youth and experience, and some experienced players who are used to play games of these types of tournaments. So I think it's a very good team. They are very talented, very fast, especially in the wing positions. I have a very good and positive opinion of them on this new team of Spain.
Luca, Miguel Ángel Toribio en directo para Radio Marca. Quería preguntarte, después de tantos precedentes, si te cansas, te aburre
facing Spain so many times in the past, are you bored of playing them? Would you prefer to play against a different team?
Pa definitivno da ne. Ono što svi želimo igrati protiv velikih ekipa, kao što je Španjolska.
We all want to play against big teams like Spain, like other big teams. So no, we are looking forward to this match against Spain. We've played with them a couple of times. We know that details will decide on the outcome of the game. We'll have to be our best in each moment. We will have to watch after these details. We'll have to look after everything. So we never get bored of playing such big matches. And we are here basically to make big results for the past couple of years, especially in World Championships through Nations League. I think that we've showed that we belong to be at the top of the world and European football. So in the European Championships, we've missed this final step to make the greatest results. So I hope we are confident and we are really looking forward to this tournament, and I hope we can really create something big. Hello, Luka. Two questions. The first one, in 2006 at the World Championship in Germany, you played your first games at the big tournament for Croatia, and then if you could look at the crystal ball and to know that 18 years afterwards you'll also be playing for Croatia, what would you think? That's the first question. And then the second one, you told us we really achieved so many results. Would you think that Croatia is a dark horse? Is it one of the teams that has won so many? Should it also remain in this position of dark horse? Well, I've always believed in myself, and I always say that if someone gave me a paper and told me, write what you want to achieve in your career, in what direction you wanted to evolve, definitely I was a bit afraid. I would be afraid to write all this down on the paper, so I didn't expect for all this to happen. But here I am. After so many years, here I am still, and I'm happy to be here. I'm looking forward to this new tournament, new competition, and I remember this 2006. It was a phenomenal atmosphere in this very stadium. It was one of the best atmospheres where I have participated in. So I hope that this will be the case tomorrow, and that in the pitch we will be the real ones, and that we will give a lot to our supporters just have joy, to be joyful about. And being the dark horse, we don't mind about that actually. The fact that everyone else is a favorite and we are dark horse and the surprise of the tournament, we are used to it. So for us, it's important that we are focused on us, that we are concentrated, and that we show our unity that we've had over the past years. And this is the only way we can achieve great results. But we cannot affect on being the dark horse anymore. We can only affect on what happens at the pitch, and we can only affect the way we fight on the pitch. Hello, Luka. This team is a bit different. The positions are a bit different. There are a couple of new players. Ivan Perisic is back after his injury. How do you see this team compared to Qatar? What is the greatest force of this strength of this team? Well, the greatest force of this team is our unity. We still have a lot of players from Qatar present. We have newer ones, the younger ones who have shown in a lot of games that they are there they're rightfully there. They make a difference, and they have a right to be here. Like we did this at our own time when we entered the team. So now there are others who do this step. So it's a plus for us. Of course, we are glad to have Ivan back. He's with us at the trainings in the matches also. What we've seen him play, he's getting into the best shape. So, but our best strength is our unity, and I'll never get tired of repeating it. Luka, hello. Marco, you know very well this new Spanish team. You said now they are mentioning Yamal and Pedri, and they look like a real collective, unified team compared to other teams. Yes, definitely. They are really a good, talented team, as I said before. Maybe in the past the basis was Barcelona and Real because most players were from these two teams, but now we can see that they are from different clubs, that the team manager gives an opportunity to other players from other clubs who played very well during the season. So this is their strength, their talent, is this diversity between experience and youth, and I think the way I see them, at least what I've seen, they are one of the favorites of this competition. So we have a very difficult match before us, and I hope we will do our best. If we do our best that we know how to do, I think we can achieve a great result tomorrow.
Hola Luca, Filippo Ricci, Gazzetta dello Sport. Tu has jugado tu primera Eurocopa en 2008.
Your first Euros were in 2008.
Y tienes, me parece, un hijo de 2010 que es solo 3 años más joven que Lamine. No sé si esto te llama la atención.
And Lamine Yamal was only 1 year old then. What does you've played against Lamine Yamal in El Clásico? So it's quite something, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
Zanimljivo je sve to čuti,
When I hear these things, I feel really old. But what I can say, and what I always say, the years don't matter if you're young or you're too young or too old. The most important thing is what you show in the pitch. This year for the club and for the national team, I mean, he showed some incredible things, and with right, everyone see him as the greatest danger in Spain. So he's a great potential, and he has a great career in front of him.
Just one more question here in the center.
Luka, Javier Cáceres del diario alemán Süddeutsche Zeitung. Quería volver al año 2006.
I'd like to go back to 2006. How are you different as a footballer from 2006 and now in 2024? How have you changed? What's the biggest difference in you as a player?
Well, almost 20 years of difference. Well, I can say since 2006 I have improved as a player in all segments of the game. I'm more experienced, and that's it. It's always difficult to talk about myself. I always rather let others talk about myself. So that's it. The biggest difference are the years that I had.
In the room from the corner over there.
Buenas tardes, Luca. Joaquín Maroto de las. ¿No te parece que esta Eurocopa es más fácil que la Champions? Lo digo porque
Do you think that the Euros now are easier than the Champions League because the top 3 teams get through, whereas in the Champions League only 2 teams used to get through?
Well, it's done how it's done. It's been expanded. There are a lot of other opportunities for different national teams, to other national teams. But it's difficult to compare this to the club level because this is national team. It doesn't matter the 3 teams go forward. Euro is a difficult competition, maybe one of the hardest in the world. So 2016, before Portugal passed as third, and then in the end they ended up winning the Euro. So that speaks for itself. It speaks for itself how difficult it is if Portugal was the third one in the group, and in the end they ended up winning the championship. So I wouldn't compare these two, but it is a different competition.
If you could ask your question, if it's for Luka Modric, if not, we will pass on for the head coach.
Hello. Salah Faisal from Al24 News. The question is for Margaret. You are in the most of the tournament. You played the leading role since the 2018 final. They still tomorrow to play in all the dream of Generation Modric. You feel it if you compare this competition for the others. How do you feel? The Croatia can get the final and win this time at this time the final or no?
I didn't understand.
Ben, we didn't understand that.
Could you repeat the start of that question?
The question. Okay, you are in the most difficult group of the tournament.
Okay.
You play tomorrow Spain. This game and this competition that's gonna be different because it's the last chance for the generation of Croatia, generation for Modric to win a trophy. How you feel it this competition?
Pa grupa je dosta teška, kao što znamo.
It is a difficult group. We all know this.
I najteža na ovom natjecanju.
Maybe the most difficult one in this competition. But we are there to make a big result. I repeat, in the last few years, we've shown the football, that we play football at a very high level with all the other best national teams in the world. So I think that we can repeat this in these Euros. We are here to go big, and I hope that we are going to succeed in this.
Now questions for the head coach, please. If you'd like to raise your hand.